Hey crafty friends, it's me, Sharon Luska from My Crafty Greetings, and we're here to celebrate Delaney Jane's Cards for 500 subscribers. Renee has done such an excellent job, and this hop is about flowers and her great success. Without you, the subscribers, we wouldn't be celebrating this great accomplishment. So to add to the celebration, I have put forward a $25 gift card for Renee to add to the many prizes she has available. Excited to win? All you have to do is hop along, comment, and subscribe to each of the channels, and Renee will be selecting randomly from all of the comments on all of the channels her winners for each prize. These are the supplies I'm going to be working with today, and we're going to be making a very pretty non-traditional floral card. I'm starting off by embossing a sheet of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock in this Spellbinders double-sided embossing folder using 2 Sizzix plates and my Gemini. Not a bad embossing job. Now I'm going to take some vellum and my 3/4 inch EK Success old style circle punch, and punch out a circle. I'm going to set that aside. And next I'm going to be pulling out this letter set from Spellbinders and cutting out a D and a J a few times. Now I've already stuck those together as a double layer, and now I'm going to be working on my flower. I have a scrap piece of paper and some thick glue dots here. Now you can use any piece of paper and anything that'll give you a tacky base to stick your petals onto. I like these thicker glue dots, but glue runner or a layer of glue dots would do the same thing. Now my secret weapon for these flowers, of course you guessed it, crepe paper ribbon. If you've had a party recently, you probably have some of this in your drawer. Mine's probably from a party a lot less recently. I like this very soft pink because it reminded me a lot of Renee's Delaney Jane insignia, and I thought that it would be a pretty accent to this card. So I'm just accordion folding this, and now I'm going to cut off the strip for a little bit easier handling, lining those layers up. I'm going to be cutting out a heart-shaped petal. You can cut out any style of petal that you choose. I choose to do the heart shape for a broader style of petal, but if you'd like to do more petals and smaller petals, you can make a fuller, more daisy-like flower. The main thing to keep in mind here is you want to cut as smoothly as you can to not leave jagged edges on your flower petals. Now I'm just separating these apart, and I'm going to just gently twist all the ends together. I'm kind of ruching them up and then twisting them so that they'll have a cup shape as they get finished here. Now the key to layering this equally, I guess I should say, is to go from side to side. So once you put one petal on one side, match it up with a petal on the opposite side, and then go in the middle of the vacant area and separate that equally. And just keep filling in each space as you go, using up all of your petals, or as many petals as you like to make it as full as you like. I like a fuller flower. I think it looks really pretty. And if you wanted to, you could make a double layer with more petals at a smaller size to continue filling up that glue dot in the center. And I'm just putting my last petal in here now. And my next step will be to take my punch here, which is actually a snowflake and makes a great center for a flower, and some shimmer cardstock. I don't know if you can see that shimmering there, but I'm going to punch myself out a couple snowflakes from this paper, and I already used this paper for the D and the J layers that I cut out so that those shimmery accents would match. Now I'm going to place one center already in the middle of the flower, and I'm taking advantage of what's left of the glue dot to have that hold in place. And now I'm going to add some tiny glass rhinestones to accent the very ends of what I'm using as stamens. You can skip this, or you can add some Nuvo drops, whatever you like. I've put a larger center in the flower with a bigger rhinestone that I have here. You can add whatever you like in the center of yours, whether you want a pearl or no center at all, or a little bit of Nuvo drops, whatever makes your flower look the way you want. Now, one of the other tips that I like to do is if I'm putting ribbon over top of a piece of paper that's already been embossed, it can leave a rough look when the ribbon has it underneath. It makes a kind of bumpy texture. So I always take a piece of cardstock and layer it behind to make sure that the ribbon stays nice and smooth. Now I'm just going to take this ribbon here, and I'm using my card base to cup the ends around, or to fold the ends around here so that I'm not kind of pulling on the sides of my already embossed piece and making it look a little bit more messy. I'm going to add a little ATG on here and make sure that I get some on the ends. And then I'll be wrapping that around my card base. Now, most of the things that I'm going to be doing from here on in will be basic assembly. Now, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about Renee and her channel. Renee is a loving, sweet girl that has a lot of zest for card making. She's kind and generous, extremely hardworking. She's accepting and supportive of others. She encourages everyone with their goals and aspirations, and Renee always takes the time to invite everyone into the card making fun. She's lightning quick to step up anytime she can be helpful or is needed. Renee's channel name has a very special story. It is loving and something very personal and special, and she shares it with us. Delaney Jane is Renee's sweet little daughter, to whom Renee has promised to use her name, Delaney Jane, as often as possible. If you ever want to have a better understanding of who Renee is, she has a video that's a compilation of all the cards that she's made, and she gives a wonderful explanation of her journey and what crafting kind of means to her. So that's why there's a DJ on this card, and that's also why I've chose the sentiment, love you forever, is I know that Renee loves Delaney Jane forever, and that is part of her journey here on YouTube. So I've taken my vellum piece here and I've just gone around the edge with a shimmer pen, and I'm adding a little bit to those little hearts that I assembled here, and I've just slid the vellum down to take advantage of that little line on my label, what is that? Post-it labels. I'm adding some little embellishments here just to dress this up. I'm poking that around with my homemade tool, and adding some more of those rhinestones to just bring the eye back up to the DJ. I didn't want it to be the main focus of the card, but I did want that to be a subtle sentiment that's at the top for Renee. So I'm going to flip this over and very carefully add some glue to the back. And the reason I chose a circle of vellum is to coordinate with the circles that are actually in the background of the embossed paper that I did use. So I just need to stick my flower down here and put that in place. And I think that's a pretty beautiful card. I don't know, what do you think? Anyways, I hope Renee loves it, and I just want to say congratulations to her for 500 subscribers. What an awesome job. What a load of work you've put in to make this happen. Congratulations, girl. There's nobody who deserves it more than you. Way to go. Anyways, I would love also to continue to grow my channel. If you enjoyed this video, it would be fabulous if you would subscribe. Please go ahead and comment. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hop along and give some love to the other channels that are participating in this wonderful hop. Congratulations, Renee.